When we talk about body transformation and specifically body fat loss, and I want you guys to all understand that body weight and body fat are totally different things. So we want to lose body fat because body fat is the stuff that we know makes us unhealthy. It increases our risk for disease. So we talk about the hierarchy of fat loss. When you think about fat loss, really the number one rule to really accelerate this fat loss process is nutrition. Okay? Nutrition is rule number one because we are what we eat. Everything that you put in your body turns into part of you. So whatever you're consuming is rebuilding the body that you're breaking down through your workouts, and or just building on the body that you're not working out. So that's important to understand too. But rule number one is nutrition. All right. So think about that now. What's one small thing that you can do nutritionally to change that could set you up for a little bit more success tomorrow? Whether it's like, hey, I'm going to add a vegetable to my lunch, or I'm going to, add a vegetable to my breakfast. It's okay to eat vegetables in the morning, all right? But so rule number one in the hierarchy of fat loss is nutrition, all right? Rule number two is see rule number one, because nutrition is that important. Every time you work out, you're breaking your body down, and if you're not giving your body the parts that it needs to rebuild, you're going to set yourself up for this cycle of what we call catabolism. We're not going to try to get too scientific, but you start breaking yourself down faster than you can recover. Your body goes into a state of stress, and it will resist the change. It will start to resist the change. And if you're not feeding it the components it needs to rebuild, and that's one thing that we provide for you, in your nutrition plan, you're going to have to recommend a grocery list and a specific sequence of meals and timing. All right, so that's going to be built right into your program.
I want to say, to be clear, a lot of, this is not a diet, it's a way of life. So this is not about eliminating. Yes, you will be eliminating processed foods and sugar drinks and all that stuff, but you will be replacing it with nutrient-dense, good for you foods. It's an eating program, it's not a diet program. In fact, most people who they're first doing this, you can ask, some of them are here, they kept saying the first week or so, I can't believe how much I'm eating. I feel like I'm eating all the time. All my coworkers are making fun of me because I get up every couple hours to eat, So you're going to be eating a lot, and that's how your body should be. When you're eating the right foods and it's, nutrient dense and it's the right ratios, and you have your protein and your fats and your carbs, and they're all healthy and whole foods, not processed, and you're eating often, we recommend, this will come all in your journal, so if you forget what I say, it's all there for you. 6 meals a day, every 2 or 3 hours you're eating, and it keeps what we call your metabolism fire burning. So we use the analogy a lot of your metabolism is like a fire. So say you have a fire and you completely starve it of its fuel, right? What happens? It burns out, right? Or you have a nice fire going and you plop a whole bunch of wood, meaning you ate way too much food on top of it, it snuffs out your fire. Metabolism is down the drain. But if you continually just put some kindling on it every couple hours, you know what I mean? It's a nice steady burn. And that's exactly how your metabolism works. That's how this program is designed. The nutrition guidelines that we set out for you is really a way of eating. It's nothing about dieting here. It's a way of eating.
Even the word, honestly, it's kind of redundant, but the word diet is just like the word fat. Is so misused in our vocabulary and our culture. Fat is a good thing. There's a certain type of it, a certain amount of it, and there's certain areas of our body and our brain that need it, so we need to consume it. You can't buy all fat-free products, guys. Again, we'll talk much more about this stuff in specifics. Okay, but that's important. What we're losing, like Ronnie talked about before, are you losing overall weight or are you losing fat? So there's a major difference there. Okay, and again, this is just stuff that we're going to talk about a little bit later, all right, as we get into it.
I actually have one of our members' journals that actually won the challenge last year. There's a team, obviously there's teams of 4, and she was on the winning team.
Yes.
And I just wanted can you just, drop off your journal? If any of you guys want to take a quick look or glimpse of something, I'm just going to quickly just open it.
Journal of Success.
It actually lists what she ate that day. So it's Monday, she's listing what she had for their first meal. She actually did a great job and wrote the time that she ate. So I ate at 7:20, and then I ate at this time. And she writes down each day, and then she'll go through at the end of her day, and then we actually have a checklist to see if it was a good meal. If it was a good meal, then she followed the nutritional rules. If she splurged and didn't eat even, Splurging, not eating like 2 or 3 meals is considered a splurge. So you're better off eating something than nothing. But anyway, we guide you through, and this again is trying to create healthy eating habits that will work best for you and getting you the results that you need. And you might find certain foods work best for you. I mean, I think we've gone through with many clients that maybe eggs aren't the best choice for you. Maybe there's something that we have to replace and get a different type of protein. So we try to work with you and write how you're feeling when you're eating these foods. Okay, so if there's something that you're taking out. And we were talking about just little things like orange juice, for example, replacing the orange juice with an actual orange. So you can actually have the whole foods versus just having something that's concentrated with condensed with sugar. So there's a lot of strategies, there's a lot of things that are going to change. It's going to take time to change those habits too. So it's not like one thing we're going to have you all over one night and just like, oh my gosh, I have to change everything. You'll learn how to progress it through, and that's why we have these strategy sessions, and we're here. I think we're going to discuss having times after class to talk to someone who might be struggling with us to see their journal and how we can start making little steps at a time, because it can be a lot if this is the first time you're making changes. And it's nice to have reinforcement. I mean, we have a lot of people that have done this maybe 1 or 2 times, and we're doing it again. So it's nice because they're like, I know what I need to do. I need to get rid of the bread. I've had the bread in my diet, and I just know that's the thing that I need to eliminate. And not that bread isn't a part of the journal, but we have certain types of breads. We have rye breads, we don't have white bread and things like that in the meal plan. But I think that is really like the Bible. That'll be what you'll be writing in every day and holding on to, and it really will get you to your results and goals that you're looking for.
And it's just to kind of touch on what these guys are saying too. It's important, obviously, for you to stay motivated to do that the best that you possibly can. But it's also, we always talk about this, we talk about our flat tires. If you pop one tire, if you're out on the road, you're driving in the car to get a flat tire, you don't get out of the car, go around and then pop all the other ones too. You would fix the one, right? Meaning that if you guys fall off for a day or two, or you have too many splurges or something's not perfect,
It's okay.
it's okay. You're human beings. And again, because this isn't over in 6 to 8 weeks, this is the beginning. This is like a workbook, so you can teach yourself kind of a new way to approach eating and health and exercise. It's not going to go away. So, like we're talking about, it's not a diet, it's a plan. It's a way for us to help introduce a whole lifestyle to you guys in terms of how you shop, how you eat, how you cook, how you prepare those foods, how you plan, how you don't plan. Where do you see that you seem to make mistakes? Oh man, I always have that beer when I go out with that buddy. Or I always order that steak when I go to that. Whatever it is, this will just be a little roadmap to start teaching you like how you work a little bit. So the more honest you can be in that book, the better. Like it's only going to work for you if you work in it. And we're super nice people. Those of you that have been here already, none of us are going to bite your hand off. We really won't. We want to help.
Only
guys.
me.
We want to. Yeah, sometimes Dana, watch out. I'm just kidding. But we really do want to help, and we applaud you guys already for being the people that step foot in the door. So in our mind, you're like already winners because you're here and you care and you want to change. So that's a good thing. So just be as open and vulnerable with us as you can, and be as honest as you can, and we will be able to help you.